Hello, everybody. The iPad, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Really quick, wife has the iPad, kids have the netbook, so I'm not actually going to be able to, stick the iPad up in front of the screen and show it to you and, use it and all of that other kinds of good stuff. What I am going to do really fast is just kind of run through the iPad and give you my initial thoughts on it. The screen keyboard is a bit sensitive. The on-screen keyboard is missing tab and delete keys, and that does take quite a bit of getting used to. Learning how to use it, where you're basically what you want to do is go through and if you're typing something up, you just want to type it up and don't worry about omissions and everything else, and then you go back and fix it. And by doing that, it's actually surprisingly making things faster because the guessing of what you're trying to type is iPhone good. In fact, in some ways, it's even better than the iPhone. So that means that you can actually get through a lot of things a lot quicker. However, the lack of the tab and delete keys for somebody like me that is so used to having them is a little, like I said, it takes a little bit of getting used to the way the on-screen keypad works and looks and everything else. The iPhone/iTouch apps weren't really meant for the iPad, which means that there is a very, very large lack of native applications because the thing just came out. You can't expect too many applications yet. However, the battery life on the iPad is stellar. It does not get hot. That means you could give this thing to your 90-year-old grandmother and have her surf the internet or whatever, and not have to worry about it burning her skin like you do with certain laptops. And when I mean it doesn't get hot, I mean it doesn't even get warm. It's crazy. That this thing is as fast as it is and yet doesn't get hot at all. The handling of web pages is extraordinarily good. So that despite the fact that it's got a very small amount of screen real estate, you really don't even notice how little screen real estate there is because it sizes things and everything else so well that it just looks right. And it is a better ebook reader than the Kindle is. In fact, it's a lot better than ebook reader than the Kindle is. And once the Kindle software gets iPad specific and where you can flip it sideways and then see both pages of the ebook or whatever it is that you're reading, like you can a real book, then it will just completely murder the Kindle. And like I kind of said before, it is fast. And I mean, it is seriously, ridiculously over the top, no joke fast. When it comes to using iTunes, surfing the internet, that kind of stuff, it's faster than my quad-core iMac. I don't understand how it's so fast, but it is. It is ridiculously over the top, no joke fast. The iPad has rendered netbooks into the land of the joke. Seriously, I think the iPad is just going to completely kill the netbook. Yes, it is about $200 more expensive, but it is without a doubt worth every single red cent of that. Because it is so much better as far as its computing capability than a netbook, it brings actual real live, honest to goodness, no joke computing capability to folks who can't afford $1,200 to $1,500 on a laptop. However, I really wish that Apple and Adobe would stop this lover's quarrel of theirs so that way we can get Flash on the iPad. However, never fear, if something happens between Apple and Adobe and they don't make up, Flash is going to just fade and go by the wayside. It'll go the way of the dodo bird, and other technologies will take its place. Adobe Flash is not going to last very much longer when you figure that there are so many devices anymore that are not Flash capable. So I'm not really terribly worried about the lack of Flash anymore because I don't think it's going to last much longer. If something happens and Apple and Adobe do kiss and make up, well then a Flash player will be made available for the iPad, and then I'll be, no matter which way it goes, I'm fine with it. So iPad pretty much rocks. Bottom line, if you are trying to decide between iPad and netbook, definitely go with the iPad. No questions about it. Yes, there are a lack of applications. However, I expect to see that situation improve literally before the week is out, and certainly before the end of April. The number of iPad specific apps is going to go flying through the roof in a very, very big hurry. If you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to leave them in the box below.